Okay, our viewers, you are welcome today to this channel again. As we said, every Friday we shall be giving you a new video about our sharings. Remember, I told you last Friday that this channel is called Joyful Tidings, and you will be finding two people, the radiographer and the engineer. Not basically two people, maybe others will be coming in, but initially we will always be having the radiographer and the engineer. And today I'm with the engineer, as I promised you last time. He will be talking to you. We shall be sharing a lot. And in our first video, we want to know, and even the audience to know, who are we and why are we here? And we shall also have some small discussion about what we shall be doing on this channel every day or every Friday. So expect a video every week on Friday, and this is our opening video. Though last Friday we had a video that was just a welcoming video, but this is our first video of our discussion. So engineer, you are welcome.
Thank you, videographer.
Yeah, so let him first talk about himself a little bit.
My name is Mbere Nicholas. I'm a biomedical engineer in training, and I'm glad that I'm with my friend the radiographer. We are glad to be sharing with you on our channel Joyful Tidings. We shall learn a lot, we shall enjoy some and very many ventures, by the way, that we shall launch to you people. Just subscribe, give us a like, and enjoy our services. Thank you.
Yeah, now, Mr. Engineer, today I wanted these people to first know us, majorly starting with you, because you are going to be having a lot of things you'll be telling us. And now, in your journey of life, I'm sure you've traveled, you've read books, you've experienced a lot of things, you've failed and you've succeeded and all that. But I would like, before we even start our first question today, I would like you to tell us, or tell me, what are you passionate about? Because you've done a lot of things in the world since you started understanding, that's what I can say. You have experienced a lot of things, you have moved, you have traveled a lot of journeys, maybe even, possibly even outside of Uganda, I don't know, but I'm sure you've traveled. You've read a lot of books. That one you don't need to tell me. I know. You can't be an engineer when you haven't read a lot of books. But now, what are you passionate about?
When I was a young boy, younger than, even now I'm still young, but when I was younger than I am, I was passionate about so many things, you know. I thought I would conquer the world. I thought I would be the next Adolf Hitler.
As in me. Yeah.
I thought I would be the next Napoleon.
That was negative, so negative.
At around 16. But with time, I started realizing that I'm trapped in my mind. So I changed. Yes, so I changed the direction.
Okay.
So at the moment, what I'm passionate about is just to live joyfully well.
Okay.
That's all I want.
So that means the engineer is in the right place and is on the right channel.
I just want to live joyfully well.
Yeah.
That
is so good, because me personally, besides, in addition to being joyful, because it's one of the reasons that's why we named this channel Joyful Tidings, because when you're joyful, you are handsome, you're beautiful, you are really good. But now, me personally, I'm so passionate still. I'm so passionate about socialism. Yeah, I love socializing. I love associating with people, everyone in their different capacities. I love that so much. So I'm happy that I've also known that your major thing is being joyful. And I'm sure you can't be joyful if you're not socializing. So we are the same. So the radiographer and the engineer, they are the same what? In the same line. Now, today, in our discussion, I wanted to ask you a question, and we'll have some debate about it, or some discussion about it. That is the issue of fame. Fame.
Fame.
Yeah. First of all, would you like to be famous?
Not really. It's not really.
Well, okay, you wouldn't like to be famous.
If it comes as it can come accidental, but it's not my intention.
It's not your intention. So I mean, if in life you needed to, okay, if your way of life now, if being fame meant that your way of life today had to change totally, had to change totally into something else, would you be okay with it?
And now you see, being famous comes with a price to pay, and I may not be ready to pay that price at the moment. Reason being, when you are famous, you'll always want people outside to look at you as somebody who is doing well.
Who's doing well.
And yet inside you, you're stretched up. And because you are so famous, you don't have time to collect yourself and make your mind. But at the moment, when you are not so famous, there's nobody you're trying to convince that you're in a straight path. If you have issues,
because no one cares whether
nobody cares whether you have issues, whether you have one pair of shoes, whether you're broke or not.
Actually, if you know
people in your circle. But let it so happen that I made a famous musician has been sent away from his home where he lives. Over days.
That will be the
news. Okay. So instead of the guy making himself up on his financial status,
he will be
fighting to please the people. Now to please the people. Maybe he gets more dates. Yeah. He struggles. So that's why I don't like it.
It is not your intention now.
It's not my intention.
At the point whereby famous come now. Because we are fighting to be successful and even more successful. But now, let's say these famous come not as your intention. Because when the time comes and you being an engineer, you can invent something. You do a lot of things, you might biomedical engineers, you develop many things. What if in your research you invent something that makes you so famous and so known, something new, and maybe let's say you get a big company, it invests in it, it becomes so famous that you are the founder of this, or you are inventor of this, you invented this. Then that fame comes. Would you run away from it, or?
I couldn't run away from it. I could use it I could take it as an advantage to teach, to inspire people, to teach people.
Okay.
Because now if you have invented something, let me talk of maybe you make an eyeglass that can help the blind to see. Of course, that is such a great innovation that the whole world will know about it. So I can use such opportunity to encourage people who are venturing in the same field to do more things. Because now people know you, people can call you, come to our university, come and give us a lecture, come and give us motivation. You can become a motivational speaker to secondary school students. So I can use that fame as a platform to give a service.
Okay, that is good. But now we are to the other part. You say if something bad happens, you are famous, not a celebrity. But these days in layman they think whoever is famous is a celebrity. But besides that, you are famous. Many people know you. Majorly the scholars, because if you invent something like an eyeglass, I don't think me up to now I don't know who first made a spec. Those specs I don't know who first made it. So that means if you are still a layman you may not know. But now this is a field whereby you will be majorly known by scholars. And these scholars those who are lower, because there are professors who are bigger that may not so much mind, they will say you are not the first to decide. But these small, these little kids, these secondary kids who are saying I should also really hard my physics, go do biomedical engineering, and also invent something. They are being made, you are motivating them in one way or the other. So they will always be looking at you as someone perfect. So let's look at this point where something has gone wrong. What would you do? Because you said if a musician is sent away, you used an example of a musician. I'm just bringing it back. If a musician is sent away from the home, instead of him concentrating on his financial status and something else, he will be praising the home. What would you do if something bad happened to you as an engineer who invented something new, but something went wrong and it may deteriorate your dignity in that field of engineering? And you deteriorate your dignity in that field of engineering. What would you do? Would you focus at your financial part, or you will also you will have to focus on the dignity part of it to restore your dignity? What would you do for that?
So now, you see, you talked about a celebrity and a famous person. You see, celebrities are famous people. However, not all famous people are celebrities. So, for the case of a celebrity, even is known.
You're right.
But for the case of other famous people, what may happen in their bedroom may not explode. Reason being, most scholars know Isaac Newton.
Yes.
But at one time, you too, you know him.
Yeah.
Isaac Newton at one time was annoyed, and he stayed in his house for about 2 months
Because he was
annoyed. Now you see, he's a famous person, but very few people know that he was once annoyed and stayed.
I knew him, but I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. So, somebody who is maybe in the field of being a scholar, some of his life would be known. So I sometimes think that the person may not lead to the person.
Okay, now focus on that. Your with maybe if you broke up with your wife, those are not the examples. Because recently, time broke up, they divorced the wife, but it was not because he's not much of a celebrity, though he's famous because of his wealth. But it did not. But now I'm looking at this section whereby something went wrong. You were trying maybe to develop something, and many scholars were giving you will do it, and it failed. And in the you didn't come out with a good explanation, or you failed to come out with a good explanation for that. So these scholars, okay, maybe you had it, but you didn't come out with it. These scholars may not know that you don't do the science behind. Just okay before beginning, because they would start living. But we thought you would do something perfect. But now, how like that?
Now what you see, failure is part. So I think I would calm down, accept that I have failed, and then I now sit with you. What made me possible I can. So I'm coming to when I find that continue that had failed, or should I abort the project I was doing?
Lead to
other dangers.
Yeah.
So what I can do sincerely.
Okay, now to the people, to the audience, I would love you to tell us how can we transfer now such advice to the celebrities? Because now a celebrity will always, cause their earning in their celebrity part is